gentlemen, and welcome back to a very special video today. It's a television special review, and it's not just any television special review. It is the Grand Tours One for the Road special. Yep, the special recently dropped this past Friday. Of course, everybody kind of knew this was it. This is the very last special that they're ever going to do because, hey, they just want to retire. I knew this was happening, and wow. I will admit one thing. I was getting a little teary eyed or a little emotional because we realized this is it. It's the last time they're ever going to do anything together, and I feel like I was told they did in style, and what we saw, I think, was a perfect send off, and I'm going to say I agree because what we got was all the greatest hits. And, of course, how appropriate that in the special they go back to kind of where everything began. Like, if anybody remembers back in the original run of Top Gear, their very first special was Botswana. So they kind of went back there, but instead of Botswana, they actually end up in Zimbabwe. And, of course, it's kind of funny. That's where they began, all those years ago. And they decided to, give the greatest hits. And they sure did. Everything you can get. Typical breakdowns, a little bit drunk, hijinks, I would say. I call that. And, all your typical Grand Tour stuff without the explosions, which I believe Jeremy Clarkson actually made in an interview that they didn't want to do anything crazier over the top because they said, yeah, let's just leave the explosions at home and let's just give the fans what they want. A real fun trek across Africa. And I agree. We got all the best things from going from one part of Zimbabwe going to the other. But somehow they decided, let's head north. What they did, they end up crossing the Mozambique River, which is crocodile infested. Holy crap! I can't believe they pulled that off. Almost a life and death situation. They actually buy ferries or boats. They do that. Richards almost goes under. It's crazy to think about that. Then they go from there. Then they decide, hey, let's try to head back into Botswana, and they kind of do. Then they convert their cars into trains. All of it is there, and you expect everything to happen, and it does. It's so good. You're laughing, you're crying, you're at the same time you're hit with all the feels, and you just look at the majesty of everything around you, and you're and I at times I kept saying to myself, this is Zimbabwe. I was half expected to be looking more like Kenya or Madagascar, all the Serengeti kind of stuff, seeing all that, and we sure do. But I didn't realize I was wow, parts of Zimbabwe are totally different. It's like to quote Clarkson, it's we're in Ireland, or we're now in Scotland, or we're in where it was, and they're holy cow, we did not expect roads like this or sites like this. I'm and I kind of agree. I've said this in past video, said this in past reviews, that there's parts of the world that you would never expect to be holy crap, this exists on Earth. There's parts of this world that you just have to see to believe. And there's I'm gonna be those guys that gonna raise their hand and be hey, how you from this place? Yep, it's on the Grand Tour, Top Gear. I traveled there. I really would love to do something like that someday if I could. Who knows? But overall, I was definitely entertained, and it just got me with all the feels, especially the final act where they end up back in Botswana, and of course they cross the salt flats heading to Kubu Island. No doors, as Clarkson says, and of course it got me with all the feels. I love it, the fact that they did the flashback footage from the Botswana special. Here they are 20-something years later. That really got everybody, and it was so good. And then I love how they kind of said, okay, this is it, we're done, and they play all the music. Everybody's clapping, having a good time. Even the crew, and kind of peels. All right, the curtain's been peeled back, and you're just seeing everybody just having a laugh, having a good time, and they're just taking in the sight. And to me, that just showed me, wow, everybody really wanted to have fun on this trip. Not just our three favorite guys from the country of England. Everybody. I'm pretty sure Andy Wellman, believe he was among the crew there. Who knows? But I think he was still in England. But I think that was the whole joke that hey, he's in England kind of thing. Oh, we're doing electric cars? No, we're not doing that. That was kind of funny. But man, it really gave you everything. And like, man, that just made me want to go back and watch more Top Gear because like I don't think there's ever gonna be another car show ever like this again. So yeah, but anyway, enough of my little ramblings. But overall, a great finale, a good send off, and I'm going to give One for the Road a 9.5 out of 10. It's almost damn near perfect. Of course, I think what knocks it down is no crazy explosions or crazy stuff that happens to Hammond, or like he got stuck or he got tipped over kind of thing. That didn't happen. Except of course we did get a bit of oh my god, your boat's going down. Oh no, real fun stuff. But yeah, I was shocked that happened. All right. But anyway, that's my thoughts on One for the Road. It's available on Amazon. Please give it a watch if you want to. Thumbs up the video, subscribe to my channel, and stay tuned for some more awesome and exciting content.